5 kill blocks from Vietnam. And we see Gretchen Ho, who we have to commend for working really hard covering our beach volleyball athletes out there in Subic, despite the weather.
And now back in Manila.
Walang kapaguran.
Sandali lang naman to kasama Anton eh. How many times will we hold Southeast Asian Games in our nation?
Bigay na lahat.
Oo, saka kung may chance ka talagang manood ka na dahil it's very rare to see these elite athletes in the region, the Southeast Asian region, troop to the Philippines. Kumbaga tumpok-tumpok magkakasama. Dadayuhin mo lang sa iba-ibang playing venues pero makikita mo talaga at mapapanood mo.
Morado will start this set for the Philippines as Vietnam continues to put up a solid wall
It's
at the top of the net.
It's a block party right now for Vietnam. 5 of their 25 points in that third set win came from kill blocks. And easily that's 20% of their total output. And I think it's also worth mentioning that a lot of unforced errors happened to Team Philippines dun sa nakalipas na third set. Let's see if the Philippines will be able to recover and extend this match into a fifth set. Philippines with a 1-point lead.
Sinigurado ni Alyssa. Running attack from Gui. Morado to Molina.
These are names that we mentioned a lot in that first set win for the Philippines. Molina, Gonzaga, Maron, Maraño, even of course Alyssa Valdez. While Tatarado and Don Macandila combined to man the floor defense for the Philippines.
D4. Valdez receives it from the back. Drop ball by Molina does not work, but at least we made D4 work. Back set. Gonzaga with the kill.
The offensive rhythm is back for the Philippines. Very important for the Philippines to sustain its flow. More than that, to be better with their net defense and to be more solid in terms of overall floor defense as well. Gonzaga has proven that she really deserves her spot in the national team time and again. 4-point lead for the Philippines forces Vietnam to call an early timeout.
Vietnam.
Now, prior to this ace by Alyssa Valdez, dumive itong si T4 at hindi na nakatalon sa block.
Ito na yung sinasabi natin na posibleng fatigue against T4.
Pero patak na patak sa laro. Tingnan mo, nagsasalita pa. This is somebody who has been part of the national team since she was 17, since 2014, played as an import for Bangkok Glass, now playing as an import in the Japan League for Denso Erebis. So the conditioning is there, but we have to somehow find the weakness. And Molina will score off the block.
Offense better than Vietnam's defense. And Alyssa Valdez also up to the task. Earlier, she attacked T4, scoring off a service ace. And then, in the next sequence, T4 would hit against Alyssa. They kept that ball in play. 5-point lead for Team Philippines. Excellent drop shot coming from T4.
Maski pagod,
Nakakadiskarte. Pero ang laking bagay ng decoy play na yun sa gitna. Delayed one of the two blockers against T4 and enabled T4 to identify the opening, the donut in the defense of the Philippines.
still a genius despite the fatigue.
Oh, no doubt. Baron has come alive here in the fourth set to the delight of the crowd inside the Field Sports Arena.
And this is where we need the crowd the most.
Laking tulong talaga niyan. Bubuhayin ka niyan. Unforced errors, service errors will not help the Philippines cause at all. One set lead belonged to the Philippines with a 25-21 win in the first set. But they have lost the last 2 sets and now are behind. Are still rather ahead by 4. But in the fourth set, make that 5 at 8-3. First technical timeout, Gonzaga.
At the first
So of course, the Philippines, so a 5-point lead.
8-3 in favor of the Philippines.
Ngayong December 5, Thursday sa Philippines
National volleyball team.
And we're looking to sustain that momentum we built
Number 15 out for 18,
here in the fourth set.
Wei.
Something that we were not able to do in the second set after being able to post an early 4-point cushion.
Jovelyn Gonzaga, the only other player aside from Valdez who has scored in double digits in this match. From the side of the Philippines, that is.
Good save coming from Valdez.
And the energy is just infectious here in this set.
The Philippines is proving that they can come back. Once again, to T4 attacking Eliza. Eliza keeping that ball up. And in transition, a cross-court winner for the Philippines. 6-point lead for the blue shirts.
T4 again goes down the line this time. Tatlo yung sumabay sa kanya.
She makes it look so easy. Body pointing cross-court, hitting that shot, going the opposite way.
"25 points in this match." Morado, quick attack for Maddie Madayag.
And Maddie Madayag has stayed on after playing well in the previous set. No signs of jitters. Just responded with the call of Coach Shaq in terms of presence down the middle or in the middle.
Speaking of going to the middle, Vietnam finding Lu, who just checked in. Coach Ronnie.
Oo. Kung kanina si Coach Shaq ang humugot sa kanyang second unit, now it's the turn of Vietnam to also utilize a deeper rotation.
Humugot din si Coach Nguyen Tian Kiet.
Only 4 teams in the women's competition. Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam, and the Philippines.
Nguyen over Madayag.
2 straight points for Vietnam. Earlier, the Philippines was protecting a 6-point lead. Now it's down to 4.
Lu Thi Hue just coming in this particular set. Valdez.
Eliza at the back row is still very good. But Eliza in the front line is hard to defend. Gia Morado has changed the course of this set for the Philippines. Starting out the fourth set and helping out the offense of Team Philippines. 5-point lead for the Philippine team.
Nguyen avoiding Morado and Baron.
No long rally so far here in this set. Very quick exchange of points. Look at the angle taken against the double block.
The setter, Nguyen Thu Huai. Sinigurado. Oh, Gia almost getting her signature drop ball to go, but
And the height advantage of the transition attacker is too
Vietnam
much.
just too good. Presence of mind was there.
Nabasa yung dump play coming from Gia.
(11-8). Vietnam clawing their way back into this match. Regalo para kay Nguyen. Ang Pilipinas naman ang nakarecover sa pagkakataon na yon. Drop ball!
Wow.
Jovelyn Gonzaga.
Vietnam converge in the back line, anticipating a strong hit coming from Gonzaga.
liderato ng Santa Teresa Jordan Guimaras.
Good disguise. And Vietnam's libero was slow to react.
12-8.
What about that save coming from Gia Morado?
It's all got to come together.
Down 6 earlier. Now the lead is at 3 for Team Philippines as Vietnam continues to fight back. Top 2 teams will fight for the gold. Bottom 2 will slug it out for the bronze. Only 3 games will be played by each team.
And that's why this first one is
Very important.
so important.
Makuha mo to, makakuha ka ng isa, fight for gold ka na.
And this is the match out of the 3 that we want to win, Coach.
Correct. Gives you more confidence, give you the first win. And as I said, 1 win away from the battle for gold.
And we have a score to settle against this Vietnamese squad. Valdez sending that one straight to the net, though.
Vietnam is looking to shatter the 3-point barrier, while the Philippines continues to try to protect, even increase the lead that it has established against Vietnam here in the 4th.
Molina is roofed.
5 blocks for Vietnam out of their 25 points in the 3rd set win. And that has been a huge problem for the Philippines to solve. Although kanina, maaga dito sa set na ito, Gonzaga and Valdez have been able to score heavily against Vietnam.
Morado gives it back to Ses. And Ses will try again. They go to the other side now to Jovelin. Free ball, mapupunta sa side ng Pilipinas. Morado to Molina. Regalo para kay Paron. What a joust.
It was almost a 1 point for Paron. But once again, the height and length of Vietnam enabling them to keep that ball in play. And a miss hit coming from Eliza
Timeout,
as Vietnam
Philippines.
just being down at by 1 point at this stage of the match. They're in the 4th set.
Now, this is the part of the match, Coach, where you cannot feel discouraged in any way.
At any point of the match, you cannot feel discouraged because these are elite players that you're up against. And anytime yung lakas ng loob mo bababa, mahirap makarecover. Napakahirap. That's why you want to bank on one another to make sure that your mindset is always at a level wherein you play for the next point at all times.
Gonzaga again. Read well by Vietnam. And they tie the match up.
And you have a feeling that they're playing faster, not just better, but faster. And they've gotten stronger, able to recover after being behind earlier by 6. The count was at 10-4 after the first 14 points. And since that time, Vietnam has won 9 points. The Philippines, 3 of the last 12 points.
Molina avoiding the blockers. It's a back set for Huang.
Gia Morado with another gallant save. Ooh!
Way underneath the ball on that hit for Jovelin.
There is a challenge on the call by the Philippines.
Yan ang nakikita ko hinahanap ni Jovi Gonzaga. A possible check ball.
I have to say, though, for the side of Vietnam, Lu Thi Hue, who did not play in the first 3 sets, came in and made some solid contributions.
That's true. And that kept them alive. No? Nung wala na makapuntos, even from the service line, pumuntos siya. Yung sandaling balik nila, malaking bagay dahil nabuhayan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the challenge was successful. successful.
Eh, buti na lang, coach, naka-elbow pads.
Ayun! Wala namang kampihan, pero ayun! Mabuti na lang. It still stays with the Philippines, a 1-point cushion. If you can call it a cushion.
We'll take anything we can get.
That was a 2-point lead for the Philippines. A very rare miss hit coming from T4. Went opposite of Madayag.
Back to a 2-point lead for the Philippines.
Down to 1 once again after that service error from Baron.
Substitutions for Vietnam. Number 7 out, number 2, Dam Kim Peng.
Wow. Coach Gwen Tuan Kiet is rolling the dice here. Backup setter Duan is in. First time in the match, coach.
Why not? Once again, knowing the pulse of his players and probably understanding that there's a need to make a change in what he's seeing.
Gonzaga. Here's the toss for T4. Morado to Molina over the blockers. T4 again.
Ooh! Miscommunication between Madayag and Gia Morado. And the Philippines will lose a grip on a 2-point lead and will allow Vietnam to equalize at 15 points apiece. Nakapanghihinayang pero nangyari na.
15 all. Morado punches that one up in the air.
Very good break for the Philippines. Making something out of nothing, dodging a bullet. Up by 1. Reaching the second technical timeout at 16:15.
Ngayong
Bill Sports Arena in Pasig. All-out support. And it's a 1-point lead for our women's national volleyball team. Jovelyn Gonzaga will serve it up to start this rally.
Ooh!
Macandili to Morado. And finally, Gia Morado gets her first drop ball to go.
2 big plays by Gia Morado first. That save, punching that ball, enabling Molina to score earlier as Molina made a decisive hit on the ball and scored for the Philippines. And then on the next rally, Morado with a dump and will give Philippines more breathing room, a 2-point lead for Team Philippines. T4 is back.
She was quiet as of late.
Pahinga lang. Bago mag-rotate sa back row, T4 will score.
And with this spike, T4 just matched her 26-point output in the battle for third against the Philippines 2 years ago.
Ooh! Another good break for the Philippines. 2-point lead for the Philippines.
Ses Molina. Duan to Nguyen. And another kill block.
After we lost a 6-point lead and Vietnam was threatening to sustain momentum, the Philippines has been able to restore not just a 3-point lead, but the composure is back for Coach Shaq and the rest of Team Philippines. What a dive.
Valdez manages to get it back to the Vietnamese side. And they also managed to get it back to our side. Valdez. T4 getting it in the air. Nguyen going down the line. Does it go out? Our first referee says yes, it went out.
And now you question the wisdom of using a different playmaker in the very critical stage of the fourth set when Vietnam was trying to close the door on Team Philippines. Good thing for the Philippines, and we will be up by 4. Timeout for Vietnam.
Now in previous sets that were close to 25, we would see T4 taking over the huddle.
Right.
We do not see that happening this time around.
Pinapaypayan nga siya nung kasama niya ngayon.
Inaabutan pa ng tubig.
Oo.
And with the heavy lifting she has been doing,
More than heavy lifting.
we have to wonder kung kailan ba mapapagod itong si T4.
Parang si Heidelin Diaz eh. Kasama kanton sa bigat ng binubuhat, but that is not a problem for Team Philippines right now. Top of mind is to win the fourth set and extend this match into a fifth and deciding set.
Back set.
Islam continues for Vietnam. Suddenly, the offense has evaporated for the red shirts. The initial playmaker is still seated on the bench for Vietnam.
Molina. Sure serve. Nguyen. Makandili keeps it alive. Duan. Back to Nguyen.
Finally, Vietnam will score. Lead still is at 4 for Team Philippines. The two critical plays that work so well for the Philippines. First, yung puntos ni Molina na pinalo na lang talaga para maitawid yung bola. And then that dump play coming from Gia Morado. Earlier, it was a 5-point lead for the Philippines. Vietnam chasing now a 4-point deficit.
And those are the plays you wish you could
Right,
take back.
right. Losing her footing slip coming from Jovi Gonzaga.
Nailang si Jovelyn. Nakita niya na katabi niya itong si Ses.
Another chase down for Vietnam. Uprising in the making for the red shirts.
Morado to Valdez. Nothing there for Dang. Matayag. Gia to Eliza. Nguyen again reaching.
Ooh!
Tipping it over to the other side. Valdez. Tuloy pa rin ang rally. Nguyen will try. It was only Maddie who jumped. Valdez.
Check ball.
There is a challenge on the call by Vietnam. Net fault. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenge was unsuccessful.
(22-18). Pero nakarecover nag-recover agad ang Vietnam.
Last push for Vietnam. Philippines 3 points away from winning the fourth set. Vietnam would like to inch closer, put more pressure on the Philippines.
We haven't mentioned the name of Bui in a while, Coach. Getting the last point for her ball club right there. Back row attack. Valdez. Cross court.
Attacking T4. Right now, T4 not showing the force that was so hard to defend. Instead, it's Eliza Valdez attacking with maximum force. Just showing us that she has enough strength to close out this fourth set for the Philippines. And right now, the Philippines riding the shoulders of Eliza Valdez and Gia Morado in turning this fourth set around. 4-point lead, looking for their first set point in this upcoming rally.
Serving 19. Morado gets that one in. Well, isa na lang.
5 set points for the Philippines. Will there be a fifth set? And that is top of mind for the Philippines. And the smiles are back on the faces of the Philippine team.
But the focus in the eyes of Majoy Baron, almost closing the set. Morado to Majoy. Depensahan.
Substitution for
Vietnam saving
Vietnam.
one set
Number
point.
11
Philippines still in a very good position to seal the deal here in the fourth. And remember, this is only the second match. In the women's competition earlier, Thailand beat Indonesia. A rematch of the gold medal match that went in favor of Thailand in the 2017 Southeast Asian Games.
Morado to Valdez. The familiar combination play.
That's the closeout point for the Philippines. Valdez coming alive, coming to the rescue.
25-20.
As she has done so many times.
Set number 5.
For whatever team she plays for. And right now, she's proudly wearing the colors of the Philippines. And we will go to a deciding